Okay, who here hasn't been to space? Why? You better not throw up on my ship.
Approaching jump in 3, 2, 1.
Sony did shift around some of their dates, and with one of the dates that they shifted around was a Sony Marvel joint project that they're going to be doing. So a lot of people were assuming that is that date that they shift around, is that date going to be Spider-Man 4? Or is that date they moved Spider-Man 4? But they shifted, they moved, let's see here, they moved Kraven the Hunter, or Kraven the...
Kraven the Animal Lover.
Yeah, Kraven the Animal Lover. They moved Kraven the Animal Lover down. And Kraven is now going to be slated for January. Instead of January 2023, it's going to be going on in October 6th, 2023.
Kraven the Kree apologizer.
And then October 6th was also scheduled for Madam Web, but Madam Web is going to be moving to February 2024. So it looks like they're kind of pushing stuff back to maybe revise some things. Maybe Kevin Feige really is over there helping with some things.
I have an opinion on why they're moving it back.
Opinion, let's hear it.
They got to make room for the third theatrical release of Morbius.
It is Morbin time.
They got to drop it again, bro. It's Morbin time.
It's like Titanic.
But with them pushing it back, honestly, where do you think do you think Spider-Man would come before, like Spider-Man 4, then a Madam Web and a Kraven, or I mean, where do you think it would fall in that timeline with them making space?
Spider-Man 4?
Yeah.
Well, I would think for Spider-Man 4, I think it would have to come before Phase 6, so sometime in Phase 5. And I know some people might be thinking, oh, well, they already showed us everything for Phase 5 at SDCC. That's true. But if you go back and look at any Marvel announcement, any SDCC, any D23, Kevin Feige has never announced Homecoming on stage. He has never, not at an event like that. He never announced any of the Spider-Man films on an event stage like that. That's always a Sony announcement. That's their thing to announce, and Marvel will follow up with their announcement, but they are not, I don't know if that's contracted, if that's something that they, but it's just never done. So I still believe that Spider-Man would be coming in, it would have to become before, the events start happening in Phase 6, because I believe that Tom Holland, if the reports are true that we were hearing last week of Tom Holland actually signing an extra or a bigger contract to move on and further in the MCU, if that's true, then that would need to come before Avengers 5. We would need to see Spider-Man 4 before Avengers 5, because there needs to be ramifications moving into from that film for him, at least moving into. And then maybe not. Maybe because that film still has to, again, whatever happens in that film has to deal with the events from No Way Home. So it's just, I think it's Phase 5. I think we see it happen in Phase 5.
Yeah, I mean, I get you on that one. I think, I think Tom Holland would be foolish to not sign the deal, so, we know it's coming.
Right.
And on top of that, a lot of people, I will stress this to anyone, do not get sucked up in that timeline that they've presented, right? Because kind of like here, where we should have got Wakanda Forever much earlier, it got pushed back. Things get moved around. On top of that, I'm sorry, but if we're making a timeline of movies, there are gonna be even one or two juicy movies I'm not even gonna fucking put on it. I'm gonna wait, and then I'm gonna announce it at a different time to drum up more hype.
Right.
So don't get married to the idea that that's the way it has to go perfectly. Certain things will change. Filming happens.
Sure,
Hell, we got Doctor Strange super fucking late too, didn't we? From its original planned. Yeah, because Doctor Strange was supposed to be like one of the first things up. Wasn't it?
It was supposed to come out a lot earlier than what it did. I don't even remember when it came out, but it was supposed to come out a lot earlier than.
And
then
COVID happened and shit shut down. But I'm just saying, like, don't get married to those ideas. And as far as Sony goes, specifically with them moving around things for a new Spider-Man, because Sony's independent films fucking suck.
Yeah, because Spider-Man's not in it.
I mean, Venom was the first. Venom was good. It was good, and it was like, okay,
it was
Sony,
fun. It was good, but it was fun.
Venom
That's the thing.
2, just because they went after my favorite Spider-Man film, it put a bad taste in my mouth. But all their solo movies suck ass. So what do they need to do? They need to get a new Spider-Man out there. That's the way they're gonna win. I think they've realized it. You can't, with your budget, go. Morbius didn't even break even. Madam Web doesn't break even. Kraven the Conservationist doesn't break even.
And they released it twice.
Yeah, you need Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You need Spider-Man to boost up the numbers, get people involved. Like you said, it's that connective tissue.
Yeah.
That's what gets asses in the seats.
It's
and
true.
I'm sorry, but if you're doing something in the Spider-Man universe,
Yeah, that's
and
the thing.
Spider-Man's not in it,
Yeah.
But see, that's a great point. What Kellen just said. So does Spider-Man. The re-release of No Way Home still broke records for a re-release.
Yeah.
That film is still it's still in theaters and it's still making money.
Yeah.
It's still making money on $3 day. It put asses in the seats. There were people that it made like $6 million that weekend. So yeah, it's Spider-Man. That's the thing. If Sony would stop being so out of touch with what the fuck is going on in their universe and actually put their main fucking character, their franchise character that they refuse to sell back in their fucking films, I don't know. Maybe they'd be good.
Yeah.
I mean, that was my whole question from the get-go with why are we doing a Morbius film? Like, you remember, I was high on the Morbius film. It's weird.
It was funny watching you because he was... Okay, so he was all about this Morbius film, right?
I was high on the Morbius film.
He was all about it because he's like... Because that first trailer where it showed all the Spider-Man shit, right? So he's all about fucking Morbius,
lied
all
to
about
us.
it. And then the minute we see the trailer, everything was redacted. It was like the next fucking week, he's like... We're gonna talk about this piece of shit movie Morbius coming out.
Yeah,
but even it's like literally a
because
week
bro, it's just like I don't understand that. What makes you look at? It's just like DC. What makes you look at Superman or Spider-Man and say, oh well, no.
This story be great without him in it.
Yeah, let's
do a Lex Luthor film.
let's do some irrelevant shit, and then and then let's change. Like let's take his villains, but then let's change his villains. Like let's make Kraven the Hunter,
make
Kraven
him
the
less
animal.
cool.
But no, see that's a bigger deal. It's not let's do a Lex Luthor film without Superman in it. It's let's do a Lex Luthor film that won't have anything to do with Superman ever.
No,
he
exactly.
Just doesn't. There is no Superman. He doesn't exist in this universe. It's like, well, what the fuck is it? What?
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, it's Lex versus Brainiac. Like, what's happening here? I don't.
Venom
get it.
doesn't even have a spider on his chest. It's like, because there's no Spider-Man. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah.
Eddie Brock is even Venom without having bonded with a symbiote that once was bonded to Peter Parker. Like that's a big part of like what makes Venom.
Right.
But,
I mean,
and yet that's the best that they've done.
Well,
is the first Venom.
The thing I will say this in defense of them, and because this is the only thing I still have to cling to, because I am still very hopeful in the Spider-Verse. I don't want to make it seem like Morbius I'm hopeful in the Spider-Verse, especially with these kind of date shifting and things getting pushed back and the rumor of Kevin Feige having his hand in it. I'm like, okay.
I really want to see Kraven. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm not there. But I'm.
But see, it's the Spider-Verse. The key part of that is Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's the Spider-Verse.
Fuck the stuff that doesn't have Spider-Man, but everything's gonna tie it in.
It's the Vultureverse, bro.
Yeah, so I'm still high on what they're possibly trying to do over there. But they did with the shifting of stuff and all that. We already knew that Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal. See, now there is no music. Okay. Kevin Feige and Amy Pascal said that they are, of course, doing Spider-Man 4. Spider-Man 4 is going to happen. It's something that, then they said that to put, Kevin Feige's specific words said, and we're saying that, to ease the fans' minds that, this is happening. This is something we're going to be doing. So we know Spider-Man 4 is coming. But another possibility, because we mentioned Venom, it could be a Venom film, but to defend what you were defend them there, because like I say, I'm still kind of connected about the whole symbiote not bonding with Peter before it bonded with Eddie in the Venomverse or the Spider-Verse over at Sony. There, I want to say what their rebuttal to that was what the answer that they gave in the post-credit scene of Venom 2.
Yeah.
When he said, it's a hive mind. They're all connected. That's that, and I still would like to believe that is true. It's a hive mind, that they are all connected, and then that whenever he saw Peter on screen, he, it's that guy. Because I always said that I
forgot about that part. Actually, yeah.
He didn't say it wasn't like, oh hey, it's that guy. It was like that guy. I know that guy. That guy that beat my ass. That guy. You know. So it's like. So that could be it. I at least I hope that is what it is. So so we know that it's happening, but it could be Spider-Man. It could be Venom 3-2 or something like that, because Eddie Brock, Tom Hardy did tease on his Instagram a while back that Spider-Man would be in this film. Now we don't know what Spider-Man that's going to be, because Sony has also said that they want to do whatever Spider person they're going to be doing, because we don't know if it's going to be Tom. I don't think it's Tom. I don't think Tom's going to be their Spider-Man. Right. We don't know if it's Andrew. It could be Andrew, with the rumor of Spider-Man 3 happening, with the rumor of...
I would love that to happen.
I would too. I think he deserves it. And with the rumor this week happening of Tobey Maguire, I believe, being confirmed for... and I believe it. I'm saying that because it's not confirmed by Marvel, but confirmed... that he's going to be in Kang Dynasty, and that Andrew Garfield is going to be in Secret Wars, and I'm sure they're both going to be in Secret Wars, and of course Tom Holland will be in Secret Wars. So I'm wondering if they do that Venom film, could it be Andrew Garfield in there? Remember in No Way Home, he did say, "I want to fight an alien. I haven't fought an alien. That'd be cool, blah blah blah." Yeah. So I mean, what do you think on? Could it be a possible? Or is Venom 3 just going to be in a later slated date for them?
See, I think Sony needs to quit fucking around and realize that. So their most successful thing they have right now is Venom.
Yeah.
Right. In a recent time. So what do you want to do? You want to get Spider-Man in there, right? I mean, that's just double down on the ass in the seats, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm to the point. I'm so pissed at Sony for making such stupid decisions with their marketing and their way of doing things. I'm like, I almost wish Marvel just wouldn't help them and would let them sink, and then would buy Spider-Man back from them entirely and be like, we're going to cut the bullshit, because what they're doing doesn't make sense, right? And so it's kind of like you were saying, you're giving up plausible solutions to where, oh, this could revive the Sonyverse, the Spider-Verse, like this could make it all make sense, right? But like, I'm not interested in anything Sony's doing with Spider-Man. I'm interested in what Marvel is doing with Spider-Man.
Right.
Would I go see Spider-Man 3, an Andrew Garfield Sony flick? Sure, I'd go watch it. But like, is that high on my list of priorities? No. High on my list is seeing more Marvel shit. Right. I want to see the Kang Dynasty Secret Wars. I want to see just different interactions like that. And Marvel can give me that. And Sony can give me Kraven the Conservationist. Like, I don't know.
Right.
It's not...
I mean, and that's funny because Sony has said that their Madam Web film, I think I've said this before, is supposed to be their version of Multiverse of Madness. So whatever that means.
See, I'm just picturing, open up on New York. It's a Central Park, and Kraven's sitting under a tree yelling that he's sorry. And Spider-Man's fighting someone and crashes into the tree, and he's like, "That fucking kid, I'll kill him." Like, that's the plot of this movie to me. I just don't. I'm not entertaining Sony. I get your point. You like to hold on a little bit, right? You like to have hope because you realize...
Because I love Spider-Man.
And you realize the things they could do.
Right.
It's like with Star Wars. You do that too, and I get it. But I'm really quick to be like, y'all just stop fucking up. Get fired. Get a new crew in. This isn't working, and I don't think it will until they do something.
Spider-Man has great villains that Marvel could do so well with, and instead these great villains are getting like shoehorned into some universe to make it make sense without Spider-Man, when Marvel could knock it out of the park, and instead we're just getting these standalone films that don't go anywhere, don't matter, they're not even really very good.
Like, could you imagine Marvel doing a Symbiote Wars? Or you get Toxic coming in, you get Carnage in, okay, now Venom's coming. Like, oh, they could do so much. But Sony's like, and that's a point I'm going to make here, even with me talking about, Venom 1 was good. It was good in the sense I had fun watching the fucking movie. Was it accurate at all to what symbiotes are like? Not fucking really. I mean, kind of Venom, but the one he went up against in the first one, what was that?
Riot, right? Was it Riot?
I think it was so.
Riot. I think it was Riot.
That wasn't. And then Carnage to me too. Yeah, they fucking ruined.
That fight scene was like how long? And they ruined Carnage, which we all love. We love Carnage, and he just gets eaten. That was it.
Yeah, it was what it was.
Because it's the terror of Spider-Man comics when Carnage shows up. Because again, he shows up, beats the fuck out of Spider-Man. Spider-Man tries again, gets his ass whooped. Yeah. He whoops Venom's ass. Spider-Man and Venom team up. He whoops both of their asses.
Right.
And he's not struggling.
Right.
He's not having a hard time. They're literally like, what the fuck do we do?
Right.
So they have to go get the gamma, the what is it, the sound wave, gamma wave beam?
Yeah.
To beat him. They have to cheat to beat him. And it's like, he's that terrifying. And y'all made Venom kind of just whoop his ass. I mean, Venom did the typical hero thing of I get knocked down, but I get up again, and that was the end of the movie. Like, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. No, that's, I mean...
Sorry, I'm getting aggressive.
We got, like, no Carnage screen time, basically, too, in the whole thing. It wasn't even a great... It was a terrible portrayal of Carnage. But even that terrible portrayal, we didn't even get that much of it on the screen.
Yeah.
And the thing is, Sony is going to continue to try to build their Spider-Verse and continue to try to prove that they can do what they can do with Spider-Man. So hopefully, if, again, I'm going to stay on that, if the rumor is true and Kevin Feige is over there, hopefully that they can clean that shit up, but as always, listen to what you guys think of that. Let us know down below, in comments, what you guys think of these rumors with Spider-Man 4, if the dates have been shifted, if that's going to be happening in Phase 5, before Phase 6. I think it has to, before that, because Secret Wars and Avengers, right now, Kevin Feige even said there are no Avengers in the MCU, so I think we have to then see that formation, and I strongly believe that Tom Holland's Spider-Man is a part of that Avengers team. So again, like I said, let us know down below what you guys think. But Trey.